Hey everybody, what's up? We're here with a timeless reading. The first card that we have out is Nine of Pentacles and the Hierophant. And the Eight of Pentacles, King of Cups. Okay, something looks like it's going well here. Starting off with the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is about doing things on your own. It's about being able to enjoy the things that you've worked for. It's also about being self-reliant too, and leaning on yourself and supporting yourself. To have the Hierophant here, there can also be sort of a mixing in of things that are important to you. There can be discovery, there can be learning, there can be values that are coming up, there can be the things connected with like faith, belief. This can also mean too, because the Hierophant is connected with Taurus, it can be too like this mindset of working for what you have. Taurus is connected with our values, and Taurus is connected with like putting in the work for the things that we have. So it's about doing work in order to like secure things that you care about, and like having a value system that's associated with hard work and with showing up, as it is connected with earth energy, and it is a fixed energy too. It's sort of like when I get in this lane, I'm gonna stay in this lane until I reach whatever it is that I've been trying to reach. And this looks like it's associated with work that you've been working at for quite some time. And we also have the King of Cups here too. So this can be that there can be stuff going on emotionally for you. King of Cups is usually us feeling pretty grounded, regardless of the ups and downs that may be happening around you. It's also, it can be about remaining consistent too. This feels like more so taking maybe a reserved approach emotionally even. I don't know what type of environment you're in where, like, King of Cups coming out usually implies that there can be something happening that may get to you if you weren't staying on top of, like, managing emotionally things for yourself. It also speaks about being, like, connected and involved with what it is that you're doing. What I'm seeing is that if you remain grounded, I'm seeing the Ten of Pentacles come out. So this actually shows you reaching a goal. It's interesting though, like with all of the Pentacles and also sort of the Hierophant kind of being connected with Pentacles too, as it's connected with Taurus. And like Taurus in the second house, you know, like these material things, the things that we appreciate, the tastes that we have. To have the King of Cups here, it feels like even though things are happening materially for you, there's a very important emotional component to this. And that's a big part of things being stable for you. So Nine of Pentacles shows like you got it on your own, you're doing it on your own. We end this part of the spread with Ten of Pentacles, which shows all the work that you're putting in, you then accomplishing what it is that you're working towards. And feeling very happy about that too. So this is also where you're focusing your energy, knowing what's really motivating you too. Working, getting to this goal. It feels too like something may have been going on that could have gotten to you, but you staying like cool, calm, and collected and not reacting and just like continuing to grind or whatever it is that you're doing. Then the outcome is the Ten of Pentacles, which is you achieving whatever this is that you've been working for. You like secure that thing, you achieve that thing. Then I'm seeing Four of Swords. So that can be like, okay, I did that, I crossed the finish line. Now I get to take a break. I'm seeing an ear here. I'm hearing Rosencrantz or something that sounds similar to that. What I'm seeing be connected over here with the Four of Swords, which is like pulling back, recharging, like getting sleep. It's what we need to do to sort of like fill our cups. I'm seeing the Eight of Wands land over there, which seems like once you recharge, there's movement, but that the recharging is needed. Because it looks like in this top part of the spread, there's a lot of energy that's being exerted, especially consistently too. So that's something that ends up depleting you. And then also something going on emotionally where you sort of needed to hold it together, which is also exerting energy again too. So over here, like after you accomplish whatever it is that you set out to accomplish, we have the Four of Swords, which is taking that time to recharge. And once like the battery is full, then I'm seeing you move. But it seems like something else is going on in between. So there's the rest. There's some stuff that happens in between, the rest and recharge, stuff that happens on the in between. Self-care can also be part of that too. And then something is happening over here. I almost get the feeling like it's like something happening energetically, and if you lose your cool, I don't even know what would happen, but I'm seeing it most of all be like if you hold it together, then you end up like reaching what you're trying to reach, which would then imply, right, that if you don't hold it together when something happens, it may make something crumble. To have the Hierophant and to have the Eight of Pentacles, this can be like something that you put your trust or your faith or there's like a sense of commitment within this, or it's like a contract or something like that. Even if it's like a spiritual contract of some sort, like an energetic contract. Eight of Pentacles shows you like putting in work all the time. And then having King of Cups here feels like something happened that could have gotten the best of you, potentially. But King of Cups feels like you holding it down rather than reacting. Even though you may have felt like something, I feel like you're being tested, or you felt like you were being tested. But because of behaving like the King of Cups, which means being able to like transmute that energy and keep it together through the alchemy that you're doing, that 10 of Pentacles is then achieved, which is like the reason I've been doing all of this. But there could have potentially been a slip up if you weren't in that space of the King of Cups. Because I'm seeing something try you here. I don't know what this was though, yet. I'm not seeing anything. But what I'm seeing is that something did happen. Something happened, it looks like it's over now though, but it may be something that you're having a hard time moving through, but you need to just let it be done is what I'm seeing. And that's why you also need this time right now. So that's why taking this time to recharge, it feels like it's not a regular recharging. It feels like it has to do with something emotionally that's going on. This could be something that's creating like stress or tension for you. But it's more of a head trip than anything is what I'm seeing. So you're like basically getting over something here. But it's not something that's easy to get over, it seems. Okay. This is something that happened between you and another person, a situation. You may be still figuring out what you want to do here. It looks like that's what you're trying to decide. you're like trying to get to a place where you feel like you've tapped into the energy that you want to be in order to address this, which seems like that's why this like recharging is so necessary. Because it seems too like you've been doing a lot on your own with this Nine of Pentacles. And so you could feel like you've been so self-reliant and that you're really leaning on yourself. Four of Swords can be taking the time that you need in order to like charge your energy back up. Something has gone down between you and another person. Ten of Swords makes it seem though that this isn't still an open situation. It feels like whatever had happened is like concluded. But Strength makes it seem like this is not an easy situation to move through, and that's especially like why you need to be recharging right now. There may be a question of like whether or not you're gonna stay. Like, do you want to stay investing in, it looks like a relationship, or no? I'm seeing you try to move forward, but I'm seeing it be like stressful. It's like, I want to move past this. I want to progress. I want to make progress. But it seems like trying to like walk through quicksand or something, where you feel like it's like you've taken some sort of like plunge within something and it's difficult to make it through. I will say this too, like having Four of Swords and then having Ten of Swords, like while you were trying to like recharge, I don't know if like that's when this happened or if it's just like the time to be taking care of this or addressing this. Four of Swords too is like doing whatever it is that you need to do in order to get to the place energetically in order to address this. But like you can't address this unless you have the energy to address it. So that's why getting your energy back to where it needs to be is the first step in being able to properly address this. Because I'm seeing it takes a lot of energy to exert in order to move through. This is not an easy situation. I'm seeing something very, very difficult to move through here. In order to get things back on track, it seems. So maybe you're doing this to like sort of stabilize a relationship or something. It feels like something inserted itself into a situation, because I'm seeing the Devil and I'm seeing Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is like you trying to work something out and work with another person, but the Devil being there can be something like inserting itself within this that makes it very hard to move within, because you could even feel like outer circumstances or something like that. You're not feeling particularly open right now. Like, what I'm seeing is that Ace of Pentacles is like something that's being done, where it's like part of a newish part of a chapter that you're in right now. Seven of Swords is you feeling like protective of yourself. Like this Seven of Swords particularly, this feels more like being in a self-protective space of like putting stuff in between so like nothing can cross over. Like this person is not like open to being vulnerable. This feels like a very, like I'm not going to let anything sort of cross this line. And so it can be this feeling of defensiveness where this person feels very ready to need to do something if they need to. And then we have Eight of Swords be here too. So like something's going on in your head here where you may feel like you can't drop. Seven of Wands and Eight of Swords is feeling like I can't get out of this mentality. Like I feel defensive, or I feel like protective of myself. I feel like I almost can't open up and allow myself to be vulnerable, and I don't know how to get out of this mentality, because Eight of Swords can be like, I'm here and like I don't know how to get out of here. So you can feel like you're really like having a trip right now mentally. Yeah, I get this feeling of being like a little bit jammed up mentally. Like you can't break out of something is what this feels like. Okay. What I'm seeing is Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles would be needing to take a slow, practical approach. So you don't need to be moving quickly. No haste necessary. This feels like sort of finding a way to ease your way through this. A practical way, because it's Pentacles. You're definitely feeling triggered. Like there may be a part of you that even feels like capable and knowing the steps to take, but there can also be a part of you that's like, I don't know if I want to do that. It's like this part of you that's almost like holding yourself back. Okay, so let me explain this. What I'm feeling is that you may actually know what you need to do in order to address this, but there can be a part of you that's like resistant actually to doing this. So it doesn't even seem like you don't have the answer, you don't know the sort of what needs to be done. It's like there's this part of you, part of your ego that may be stopping you from actually taking certain steps because you don't feel safe. Because this is feeling like, yeah, I could do this, I could take these steps, like I could propose this, but this is this part of you that's like, but I don't know if I want to do that. You know, like this is part of you that's like, I don't know if I'm safe to be doing that. Like this is very protective of yourself. Proposing a vision and intention, but having a difficult time doing that. It feels even like offering something here. What this looks like though is that once you address, I'm seeing Leo and I'm seeing Taurus. Interesting too, because both of these signs are fixed energy, which can make it hard to do something different than what we've been doing. So it can make it difficult, challenging sometimes to adapt. So like the most difficult thing with fixed energy is sort of like transitioning. So you could feel like you're in the midst of a transition currently. You could not be fully communicating how you're feeling. Like you may be holding back, like either holding yourself back or not being totally like giving. But it seems like just like you sort of responding to things that are happening here. I'm seeing you feeling stressed out, feeling in your head. Maybe you also feel like too overwhelmed to want to be like vulnerable right now, or like too stressed out to sort of put your faith into the situation currently. Okay. There's going to be a conversation that happens that is going to be very, very, very helpful. A conversation is going to be coming up that seems like it's really going to help get things moving here. It looks like it's going to be a serious conversation too. Worries and stress are probably also going to be topics of conversation. It has to do with what's being set up for the long term, and also like how much one is willing to even like risk in order to sort of, it seems like, invest in that. So right now, you may feel, Nine of Pentacles is feeling like you're a bit on your own with something that's happening here. Four of Swords feels like you could be like taking time to charge in order to be ready for Ace of Pentacles, which means that like, I know that I'm going to be starting this thing or doing this thing or opening myself up to this thing, and I need to make sure that I get my energy where I need it to be. So that's what's happening. I'm seeing the Hierophant, Ten of Swords, and Seven of Wands here, which feels like somebody going through something right now where there can be something about like belief systems, values, promises, contracts, things like that that are being brought up here. Ten of Swords can be a situation that happened that impacts that in some way. Even like somebody's belief system in a way could be challenged by this. And there can also be like a shedding of sorts that's happening, or like a changing or altering. And I'm seeing too, because something painful has occurred where something is changing because of that, I'm seeing there be an energy that feels defensive, that feels like I have my guard up right now. Eight of Pentacles is like something that's been being worked on. Strength is having the strength to continue working through this, and also continue working through the anxiety and stuck feeling that one is feeling right now, where you could feel like, how do I like free myself from this mentally? King of Cups is about what you do and how you're tending to this, and needing to ground your energy and use effective coping strategies to address the anxiety that you're feeling right now and all of the thought stuff that's happening. That's what you need to use the King of Cups for. So the King of Cups is like, what are you doing to transmute that energy and turn it into something that's going to be helpful for you? Once you do that, I'm seeing you're going to be moving into Knight of Pentacles, which means that you move into an energy of being able to sort of like add to what's going on, to give to what's going on in a practical way. And then I'm seeing Ten of Pentacles, and I'm seeing Four of Wands, which is like this is about you getting to the point of being willing to make a contribution to stabilize things. Because it seems like this is something that matters to you, this is something that you care about, and you want this to be stable. So that's why getting to a place where you can actually make this contribution is so important. Because your piece is very important here. But it needs to be something that you feel like you're actually in the space to be able to do. And then I'm seeing things will be like stabilizing. And it seems to like at that point, there's going to be a discussion about intentions, about values, about expectations, and what we're actually doing here together. Like that sort of thing. Okay? Seeing strength at the very center of this, so it feels like this whole thing feels like a very rigorous agility course that you're moving through right now on a lot of different levels. But things are definitely being figured out here. Okay, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everyone for connecting. Thank you for tuning in. I'm sending everybody love, and I hope to catch you guys next time.